What's going on, y'all? T.Fields here, Thug-Geek.com. I'm here with the amazing Misti Dawn.
Hello.
Hello, Misty. She is the director of Machinima, correct?
I am. I am one of many.
One of the minis. She does an awesome job here in the industry, and she's one of our Titillating Thursday vixens, so we have to give a big shout out for her for that. So, Misty, tell everybody who is Misti Dawn.
Well, I am a girl who spends way too much time on the internet, and I spend too much time on the internet. I live my life on the internet. I do video blogs on my channel, which you can check out. It's just YouTube/Misti Dawn, MISTI, my Twitter. My website, you can find everything like my gamer tag and stuff. I play a lot of video games. Although I will warn you, I typically only play RPGs, so all you Call of Duty fans, I'm a little sorry. Occasionally I will get on there, but that's Meow Misti Dawn, which is everything. I do a voice in a cartoon called Sandy Not Included. I'm Nina. And I go to conventions, like PAX, Comic-Con stuff. And I'm in a video game that's about to come out. It's a remake of Rise the Triad, and I am Tiberette, and they actually did like photo recognition, and they put my chest tattoo on her and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. Just Eyes and Death Return of Superman, just random internet stuff.
Sounds like you got a busy year going on right now.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been really good.
Now, check this out. We always like to ask little goofy questions. Do you like cheese or bacon?
Well, I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, so either or.
Do love cheese. Brie, Munster, Gouda. Oh, yeah. My best friend's over here, and now that I said cheese, she's very interested in this conversation.
Nothing wrong with some good cheese. Ah, cheese and tomatoes, awesome. That's like mozzarella.
Grilled cheese and tomato soup, but with fancy cheeses.
Exactly.
Or mac and cheese. I like making homemade mac and cheese.
Is it the best? Do you have like the hard crust on top of it?
Oh yeah, I like do a double boiler, and I melt a semi-hard cheese, a soft cheese, and a hard cheese with whole milk and butter. And then I cook my elbow noodles, but you get those like swirly ones.
Yes. Pour
that over and mix it in together, then put it in the oven, but put grated Parmesan on top so it makes the crust.
You are like an expert in the mac and cheese field right now. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm from Kentucky. I like cooking a lot.
I might have to try some of that mac and cheese. I'm going to have to do a little video on that part. So tell us, one thing that you happened last week, you did the shaving of the hair.
You did?
Yes. Tell us about this.
I don't know. I used to do a lot of modeling, and I'm sure if you Google, you'll figure out what I used to do. And I've always changed my look, like, every month since I was like 15. Like, I've been dyeing my hair since I was in 6th grade, and I am covered in tattoos, which this arm is actually all video game stuff.
Nice. You get separate body pieces for separate stuff. That's awesome. How many total tattoos do you have?
I don't know, like 45 hours worth. I have an arrow to the knee, actually. Wow. I have a Daedric arrow specifically.
Nice.
Because I like the Dark Brotherhood. But, yeah, I just, like, always get stuck in a certain look, you know? Like, if I change my hair color or whatever, I was like, I'm naturally a redhead, but I'm just not allowed to change because you're afraid that it'll affect what you're selling. And I'm just to a point where, like, I went through a divorce a year ago. It's been exactly a year this month. Oh, it's fine. It was it's for the best. Much for the best. But either way, you know, I had moved to California. My family still lives in Kentucky. I went through a divorce 2,000 miles away from everything I know. I quit my previous career to actually go after what I want to do with my life. And all that happened within like 2 weeks of each other. So it was a really trying year emotionally. A lot of things, you know, I can handle a lot, but at the same time, things just creep in and you feel certain ways no matter how much you try to deal with it. And I felt like I wanted to represent the change I felt myself by changing my appearance. And I actually originally wanted to shave my entire head. And everyone was like, just try half and see how you like it. And I can't promise that I won't shave my whole head eventually, but I do like it. I feel like refreshed. And it was really interesting because I shared, you know, all these things I hadn't really wrote about because I didn't want to write about my depression in my blogs, and a lot of people connected with it, and a lot of people related, and they related to, you know, wanting to change your appearance to represent that feeling that you've changed, because depression can be debilitating, man. It can, like, screwed up my hair, you know?
Got you.
So, but you still just sit there and feel like crap, no matter what you're doing or how well you're doing at it.
Oh, no. I said you give a lot of hope to a lot of the geek female base in the Tumblr sphere. I definitely agree with that.
Good. Yeah, no, and like, don't worry about what people think about your appearance. If it's what you want to do, it's what you want.
Don't let it stop you. So pretty much, at least to my next question, so what got you wanted to be in the gaming community?
I just always played video games. When I was growing up, my mom had a video store, and it was back when you could like check out consoles. So we would get games early, and I had access to like every console that was coming out without having to buy them. Like I said, everyone was my favorite. I was an only child till I was 19 too. So like in the winter, there was nothing to do, and I would just sit around and play video games. And I just always I started blogging when I was like 18 or something, and I always just kind of talked about video games. I never realized a lot of people started following me because of that. And then it's like I was in school for 3 years. I dropped out, but I was a biology major, and I was going to become a veterinarian. But then I was like, I really like video games. Why don't I do that for them? Right. I hate math, but I really like animals. You
can save animals with Sonic and video games. There you go.
Yeah, I can play Pet Hospital or whatever. Right. Like,
yes. Exactly. You got 10 dogs. You can do some stuff with that. You can make it happen.
Totally.
So with that stated, are you more of an indie gamer or a mainstream gamer?
It just varies. I do like a lot of indie games. I really liked Braid. I think that's one of my favorite. That sound was really good.
Yes, it was. Awesome.
Yeah, but I do like a lot of, I love Resident Evil. I didn't like 5, but I'm not going to say I didn't hate 6. Visually, it was at least really cool.
Right.
It wasn't like a totally different place, but I do miss the suspense of the old Resident Evil.
Right, like Resident Evil 4, just like you're constantly on your toes and just...
Yeah, I mean,
it's more of an action game now, sadly.
It may not run at you, but like it's that like waiting for you when you don't know what's going to pop out. Exactly. That was like the part.
Dogs or zombie eating people randomly walking in, just... That fear moment where you're just constantly on edge. Like, I mean, Dead Space lucky does that, though. If you want that survival horror, Dead Space does a good job of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Oh, and they look so disgusting.
Yes.
Like, nasty. So good. And then I love the Tomb Raider series as a female. Like, she's a strong female lead without, like, a romantic interest is the reason she's doing anything. She's doing it because she wants to.
Exactly.
That's why I have Jill Valentine, too. I actually have a Lara Croft and Jill Valentine tattoo. I'll show you. You want to see it? Too bad, I'm showing you.
Awesome.
That's Nemesis holding Jill.
Nice.
And then there's my Laura. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. I see it.
Yeah, she has a little health pack. And then I have Umbrella and Bioshock and Fallout. I'm still working on this one.
Nice. That's going to be like your full video game arm sleeve?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, because I have my other arm sleeve, so... The other arm's family, and this arm's me, what I love.
That's awesome. That is freaking amazing. So with that stated, what are you gaming on now then, right now?
Well, I restarted playing Skyrim, because the new DLC is out as well. And I wanted to play as a Khajiit, because I want to master sneak, so I can master archery and snipe people in front of them. I still play Oblivion and Fallout. I get stuck in games that I just will replay over and over and over. I got Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Recently, I know it's like last year, but I just got that one to play. I was playing Resident Evil 6 for a little bit.
Which story are you enjoying more? Which story of Resident Evil 6 are you enjoying more? Leon's story or Chris?
I just the Leon story so far.
Okay. It's crazy. So I'm going to let you know right now, it gets nuts.
Oh, and I downloaded the Walking Dead Telltale game because I was watching somebody play it. I was like, okay, I have to play this now.
Yes, that is awesome. All 5 episodes are incredible.
I'm obsessed with Walking Dead, period. I read the comic every month. I just finished reading Rise of the Governor, the story of the Governor.
Yes, the whole backstory with him and his brother, yeah.
Oh, yes. That twist was so good. I was so good.
I'm sorry, I'm a big Walking Dead fan as well, too.
Upset.
I keep remembering episode 100, chapter 100.
Oh, no, it's so sad.
Yes, it was. It was depressing.
It was so sad. And, at first I was like, okay, I get it, it's been a while since they've proven that no one's safe. But then as a month passed, I was like, no, it's not okay.
Right.
Oh, it sucks.
Oh well. I mean, we're not going to spoil it for you people, but...
Yeah, I was careful to say it.
It goes down. It definitely goes down. So earlier you were saying that we were speaking earlier, you were talking about you're going to be doing video game voiceovers now? What game are you working on right now?
Oh, I'm not doing the voice of Ty Brett. They just did the body molding and everything after me. And then I did Sanity Not Included, the season just started. I'm Nina. Dex and Lyle do that one. It's a Machinima cartoon. It's one of their top hit cartoons. Mm-hmm. I haven't really done a lot of voiceover stuff, but I'm not opposed to it.
Nice.
It could be fun.
So speaking of which, what is Machinima going to be doing for 2013?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we gotta ask. I mean, we're all Machinima fans here.
There's like they have like 5,000 directors and partners across the world. Like, I do my own channel. I don't actually like work in the office, so I don't necessarily know what. I know they have like the Prime stuff and the ETC stuff they're working on. The Halo just did the Blood and Chrome Battlestar Galactica thing. They just have so much content, you know? It's so hard to keep up with everything that other people are doing and you're doing with them. So, sorry.
So what is your specific role with Machinima? Explain that a little bit more in detail.
Well, I do interviews for them occasionally whenever they have, like I did their James Gunn interview for that Lollipop Chainsaw. And then I do that cartoon, but because it's all internet based, very few people have to be in the office, like the people on the back end. But if you're like in front of the camera, most of the time, like you're just on your laptop or you're doing it from home, so you have to deal with that kind of stuff. Right. What else? My channel's partnered, which means like I get paid to make YouTube videos essentially, and between I'm fine with them, and then I do stuff for them as a personality occasionally. Perfect.
That sounds like an awesome gig to sit back and make good content and get paid for it.
Awesome. Yeah, it's great.
So, back to gaming a little bit. What was your personal selection of game of the year so far that you played? Yeah, go ahead and think about it.
I know, because like the Telltale game won for the Video Game Awards for Spike. I haven't played it yet to be able to say for sure. Uh-huh. I know Halo 4 won for the IGAs, but I'm not a Halo fan. I'm not gonna lie, so I could really care less. I'm gonna say once I play Walking Dead, probably Walking Dead, since I have an obsession. I mean, it could be total crap, but I played a little bit of one chapter, and I think it is.
So it's already pre-stage. Walking Dead is your game of the year without even playing it.
Yeah, just being on the line of my addiction. Walking Dead, anything like Walking Dead themed McDonald's Happy Meals. I would say that wins. Like, I don't care. You put Walking Dead on it, I'll probably.
Let me get the Walker Burger. That'd be great.
The Walker Burger. It's vegetarian because it died.
Forgot about that. So, question: do you consider yourself more of a? Are you big into trophies and achievements when it comes to gaming?
No, not gonna lie. Not really. Like, I like to enjoy the experience. I'm not trying to like just rush through something so I can get all the points for it, or get every trophy for the game. I like RPGs. I don't like things that involve much other people because I just like seeing how stories develop. And the story development is more important to me than like, I happen to pick 100 plants on this continent here this time, so yay. Yeah, all right, yeah.
Exactly. The platinum trophy.
I'm working on a new wife as my PG.
It makes perfect sense. No, I know you're big into Walking Dead. What other current comic books are you reading right now?
My friend let me borrow author Lock and Key. I haven't started reading them yet, but I wanted to read that. I've heard that that's amazing. I'm a little slow on comics.
Lock and Key is great. You ever read a comic called Chew? Chew was actually pretty good, too. That's a very good comic. This guy has the ability where he eats something. He does like a little analyzation from things like who the killer was and stuff of that nature. It's a definitely good comic. You definitely check it out.
Yeah, me too.
So speaking of which, though, who is your favorite comic book character?
Ever? Do I pick something like nostalgic over the years or like currently?
Like, who is your go-to comic book character?
All I can think of is Walking Dead, but it's not true. Who I relate to versus who I like. This is so hard. I can't even pick my favorite band. I have the same problem. I'm like, like today I feel like this. But they're usually the same rotation of 5. I would say Spider Girl, but I'm partial.
Undecided.
I'm partial to Spider Girl. And, I associate with Mary Jane, and she becomes Spider Girl.
That makes sense. We'll let that one slide. So with the comic book character, are you big on the cosplay world right now?
I do some cosplay. I actually pitched a show that I can't really talk much about right now, but it's something to do with cosplay. Yeah, I did a Harley Quinn Arkham Asylum cosplay last year for Comic-Con. I did find this year, I think as I get older, like, I really like cosplaying at Comic-Con. It's also really hot, and a lot of the shoes require heels, and it's uncomfortable. And I'd rather just wear kind of comfy shoes like a little kid at a candy shop at Comic-Con. I just, like, put on some horns, and I had, like, this Skyrim apron made, so I wore that this year. I'm adjusting cosplay more than having it exactly spot on. But my Harley Quinn Asylum was really fun, because it was, like, exact. What else have I done? I was like Spider-Girl. What did I do this year? I don't know, yeah, stuff.
That's awesome.
I have some, like, Zelda things I do, or some Skyrim stuff, like Skyrim inspired. I have, like, a tub full of stuff, 2 tubs. I had, like, kind of a Moxie from Borderlands look for Halloween this year.
Nice.
That I played with. But, yeah, I just have, like, tubs of stuff I alter and then, like, play with it. I love playing with makeup and hair.
That's awesome. So what's going to be the next show you're going to be cosplaying as a certain character?
I don't know. Everyone keeps saying I should do Jack now that I shaved half my head.
You should. I'm telling you, you'll be awesome.
Like, she has a bunch of tattoos, so it would be very easy.
Easy. Like, it would just be like, zoom, and then you're done.
I don't know. Yeah, probably. Just shave the rest of it. I do like her, like, sweet tattoos that she has on the side of her head.
Jack is just all around just badass. Everything about her is just badass. Everything she does is badass. Like, she is that true, like, freedom woman that just, like, listen, I can kick your ass, and I look good doing it.
And I do always play as biotics whenever I play Mass Effect.
You got
it. It is like sci-fi magic.
Exactly. So. I mean, could you really play as a soldier? Like, I could never play as a soldier. It's got to be biotics.
Yeah, in real life, you can't have magic right. Or biotic. You know, it's the same with Fallout. I always do energy. It's like magic.
Interesting. Now, one thing I've been checking out on the Twitter sphere has been the difference between alternative girls and a geek girl. Is there really a difference?
You know, I hear this argument all the time, and I hear the argument of, like, fake geek girls and blah, blah, blah. And, like, I mean, I think all that's silly. I think and if somebody wants to say you're one thing or somebody wants to say you're another, like, or if somebody, obviously being a female and talking about video games, people are constantly like, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know to the depth of everything I'm talking about. I have to do stuff. I have to go work. And, like, I do as much as I like. And I like what I like. And if somebody doesn't think that, if I have to prove that I like something to somebody, I really don't care. You know, like, do I have to prove to you that I like ice cream? Do you not believe me?
Right, exactly. What type of ice cream are you talking about? You know, are you talking about yogurt? Are you talking about, it's kind of one of those dumb things that.
I'm so non-committal and indecisive about things. Sometimes I like Coffee Heath Bar Crunch, Ben & Jerry's. Sometimes I like some froyo with fruit and crap in it.
You got the fish food, and you got sweaty balls.
Or the Maricone Dream.
Yes, yeah, I like Ben & Jerry's. It goes hard in the bank. I can definitely represent that.
But there's a mood. Like, do I want to pig out and eat a bunch of ice cream, or do I want some frozen yogurt? Not too guilty.
So I got a couple more questions I'm going to ask you. Mm-hmm. When you're gaming, what's some food that you enjoy while gaming?
Oh, I always try to keep, like, a bag of carrots or something, because at this point when I'm gaming, I'm not really hungry, you know? So it doesn't matter what I'm eating, because I'm not paying that much attention to it. I'm just like, I try to get, like, carrots and stuff that, like,
you're the most healthy gamer ever.
So I don't sit there and eat, like, a bag of potato chips, which I'm not a big fan of. Anyway, I'm kind of a health nut, moderately.
Definitely. I would say that's the first time I've ever heard anybody say carrots while gaming.
Or, like, I'll make a tray of, like, cheese and fruit and stuff, and then just sit there and dip it.
Like your own private party, just, cheese dip.
A little champagne when I'm playing my video games.
Right. So Misty, tell us what's next for you. What's next for Misti Dawn?
I'm just really focusing on my channel, and you should watch it. You should watch all the things that I put on there.
I do watch it. That's why I decided to interview you, because you're awesome. Come on now.
I am making this as my 2013, I was about to say 2012. If the world doesn't end, I'm going to make videos at least every other day, if not every day now.
Awesome.
And I'm just going to be honest. And then the cosplay thing that I can't talk about, so it is or is not coming up. I can't confirm.
Right. Okay, politician.
And the podcast that I do too.
Yes, you gotta jump in our podcast too. We do every Sunday. You should definitely jump in. We talk about a lot of different crazy stuff. Just missed it. We did the top 10 badass females of comics.
Oh, nice.
Yes, definitely. So how can fans reach you? Go ahead and give out your shout outs right here.
My website is www.meowmistidawn.com, which is where I put up my video blogs. You can get directed to my Twitter, you can get directed to my Facebook, my YouTube, my gamer tag. Any way to pretty much contact me, email me. And then you can listen to me on Bagged and Boarded every week on Smodcast with Matt Cohen. And we interview different people and do different nerdy things in general, because it's Bagged and Boarded, like a comic book. I think that's it. Meow Misti Dawn. Super easy to find on the internet.
Well, thank you. I'd like to thank you for your time, Misty, for being a part of the Thug-Geek team, for doing the interview with us. And we look forward to seeing you in the future.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Awesome.